Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about the confidence interval of salaries, and it's a practice question. So you are analyzing the salaries of employees in a company. You have a sample of 25 salaries with a mean of $60,000 and a sample standard deviation of $5,000. Calculate the 95% confidence interval for the population mean salary. So we're going to use Python to solve this problem. And what we're going to do is we're going to import the libraries that we need to use to solve the problem and write the program in Python. So we're going to import NumPy as NP, which is your numerical library. We're going to import scipy.stats as stats, which is the statistical module of the scipy library, and the scipy library is for scientific purposes. We're going to import matplotlib.pyplot as BLD, which is the visualization library. Now we need to define some of our variables. So the sample mean is 60,000. The sample standard deviation is 5,000. The sample size is 25, and the confidence level is 95. So we're going to calculate the 95% confidence interval using a t-distribution. So a t-distribution is similar to a normal distribution, but its tails are heavier. So confidence interval equals stats.t.interval brackets confidence level, comma, df equals sample size minus 1, so that's 24. Log equals sample mean. Scale equals sample standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. So we're going to generate the sample data, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set our seed, and we do that so every time you run the program, it will start out with the same initialized values. So np.random.seed, and you can put any number you want within the brackets, although I put 42 in there. So sample salaries equals np.random.normal brackets log equals sample mean, scale equals sample standard deviation, comma, size equals sample size. So now we're going to print the confidence interval. Confidence interval is 57,936 to 62,063, or really 64. And that's your confidence interval. Now what we're going to do is we're going to plot the values on a chart, and we're going to create a histogram to do that. So plot plt.figure, fig size equals 6, 4, plt.hist, sample salaries, comma, bins equals 10, color equals blue, edge color equals black, alpha equals 0.7, and label equals sample salaries. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some vertical lines in the graph. So plt.axv line brackets confidence interval 0, comma, color equals red, comma, line style equals dashed, comma, line width equals 1.5, comma, label equals lower bound of confidence interval 0. And plt.axv line brackets confidence interval 1, comma, color equals red, comma, line style equals dashed, comma, line width equals 1.5, comma, label equals upper bound confidence interval 1, and plt.axv line brackets sample mean, comma, color equals green, comma, line style equals dashed, comma, line width equals 1.5, comma, label equals mean. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to The label of the x-axis is salary in dollars. The label of the y-axis is frequency. The title is histogram of sample salaries with 95% confidence interval. We're going to get a legend, we're going to plot a grid, and we're going to show it. Okay, so now we've got our histogram. So you've got a histogram of sample salaries with 95% confidence interval. The blue rectangles are your sample salaries, and they range anywhere from over 50 to over 67 and a half. Your lower bound of your confidence interval is 57,936.10, and your upper bound of your confidence interval is 62,063.90, and your mean is 60,000. So that completes this video on the confidence interval of salaries, and the next video will be a statistical subject, and I hope that you decide to watch it.